Hi, and welcome to this episode of AdTastic. I'm Tony Stanall, and today we're talking with Matt Plapp, who's the Chief Visionary Officer of America's Best Restaurants. Welcome, Matt.
Thank you. I appreciate the time, Tony.
So it's all about restaurants with you guys, right? Tell us a little about what you do.
Yeah, so America's Best Restaurants, we've got three divisions. One division, which is the America's Best Restaurants Roadshow, which travels right now mainly the East Coast to Midwest, 11 states that we help chronicle the journey of restaurants and film a micro TV show for their social channels meant to be viewed on a phone. And then we have the Marketing Services division, which helps independent restaurants at a local level execute the marketing they should be doing every day to bring customers back over and over. Then we have a third division, which is production, which produces a lot of content for myself and clients. But our main focus and our tagline is helping restaurants find more frequent customers because infrequent customers don't pay the bills.
Right, right. And what's the first thing you need to know when you're trying to build your business in a restaurant? Say a restaurant tour came to you and said, "Gosh, I don't know what it is." What's your philosophy?
So, our overarching philosophy is ABR, not only America's Best Restaurants, but attract, build, retain. And we won't get too deep into it because it's a long conversation, but there's a term I love: money follows attention. That at the end of the day, the
Hmm.
more times a consumer interacts with your brand, they touch it, they feel it, they see it, they hear it, the more times, as long as they like your brand, taking that for granted, that they're going to come do business with you. And so I talk to a lot of restaurants about that. They're not leveraging the attention they could have today. They're not actively on every social media platform. They're not actively using email and text correctly. They're not actively marketing their restaurant inside the four walls correctly. And you look at it, if Matt Plapp is your ideal customer and you get my attention 100 times in a year, it's going to drive X number of visits. If you get my attention 10,000 times that year, you're going to drive X number of visits. And two takeaways from that is, Papa John's, I'll pick on them a little bit. I always do. They've got 6.7 million Facebook fans, and their average Facebook post gets a couple hundred people's attention. Well, the reason
Wow.
is they're not leveraging that platform correctly. And by not leveraging that platform correctly, they've lost 6.7 million fans or whatever it is that don't really pay attention anymore.
Right. Right. Wow. So, do you deal with all types of media in order to advertise and market for your clients?
Yeah, so the way our company is structured is we've got 51 core marketing tactics that we're passionate about. 14 of them that we help put in place completely. We call it the done for you division. 17 that we work with the operator to do with them, and then 20 that they do on their own. The biggest ones we talk about are actively on the phone, messaging on Messenger, WhatsApp, text messaging, email marketing,
Mm.
Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube. And it's all about helping them understand that there's a lot of places they can get eyeballs. And it's not only getting the eyeballs, but it's getting them correctly. Because if you talk, for example, on Facebook, back to the Papa John's thing, the reason they've lost the audience is they talk about Papa John's every day. They talk about, they're using it as a radio commercial versus as a medium to get engagement from consumers. And so you've got to use the medium correctly. But I was talking to a restaurant the other day about content, and he's not doing any video. And I said,
Mm.
you realize that by you not doing video inside your restaurant, you're missing the number one and number two search engine right now online. That is YouTube and TikTok. People are searching and finding things. By you not doing video, you're ignoring the top two mediums.
Wow. Well, you're making me hungry. All this restaurant talk, Matt. A couple of like 30 seconds left. Give me a quick hit for a case study or something that is a success story you did for a client.
Yeah, so I just did one yesterday. It's a one location restaurant up in Michigan. In 2 years, they spent $48,000 on marketing with us and through social media places like that. That 48 grand got them. It was 130,000 engagements through their marketing. It got them a database of 15,000 cell phone, birthday, and email addresses. And then it also drove on the part of the database, it drove in like 6,700 visits for $500,000 in sales. So they leveraged 48 grand to get attention. They leverage that attention to build a database. They use the database to drive trackable visits. And so now here they
Mhm.
are, instead of just saying, oh, we spent 48 grand on some marketing, they've got marketing, database, and they've got trackable sales tied to that attention.
Fantastic. Well, continued success to you, Matt. Thanks for
Thank you. I
joining
appreciate it.
us today.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for joining us on this episode of AdTastic. You could find out more about Matt Plapp at dailyadbrief.com. And we'll see you next time.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.